Hi YouTube, happy Homebrew Wednesday. This is Homebrew Wednesday number 8 for me. It's for October 30th, 2013. Today I put together a little experiment that I been thinking about doing. It's a chocolate covered cherry wine. So I'll go ahead and let you guys watch the video for that. And cheers. Here we are in the kitchen. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a test batch that I've been thinking of for a while. So we're gonna go ahead and make a 1 gallon batch of it today. We're gonna do chocolate covered cherry. So first we need 1 gallon of 100% cherry juice. I got 2 jugs here, and then I got a bag of chocolate chips, and then also we're gonna need some wine tannin, some pectic enzyme, some acid blend, and some yeast nutrient. We're also going to need a new hydrometer because some dummy broke theirs last week. So we went and got a new hydrometer, so we're back in business. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get everything washed and sanitized. Okay, so we got a 2 gallon bucket here, and we got a pan here on the stove. I'm going to go ahead and add about 1/4 of this 2-quart thing to this pan here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just going to put some liquid in the bottom of that pan, and then I'll go ahead and dump the rest of that in my bucket here. Okay, and then we're going to take half this package of chocolate chips. We're going to dump them in the pan, and we're going to heat that cherry juice up so that the chocolate melts into the juice. Okay, so I've got them in the pan and got the stove on, and we're just going to continue to stir this. We're going to heat it on a medium-low heat until those chocolate chips melt really well in that juice. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and once that happens, we'll be right back. Okay, so it didn't take very long, just a minute or 2 is all it took, and now it kind of looks like a chocolatey syrup. I want to make sure all that's melted down good in our pan here. Make sure you don't leave any big chunks. That's feeling pretty good. So then we're just going to let that cool off a little bit. While that's cooling off, we're going to go ahead and add our chemicals to it. So it's going to be, what do we got here? A teaspoon of pectic enzyme. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. It's going to reduce the pectins in the fruit and break the fruit down. Help the wine clear a little bit. And then we're going to add a half a teaspoon of acid blend. That's just to kind of help balance it out a little bit. And we're going to add a teaspoon of yeast nutrient. That's going to help feed our yeast so it'll stay alive and make more alcohol for us, just so that it has enough nutrients in there and all that stuff. And then we're going to add some wine tannin. That adds some dryness to your tongue to the wine. Also helps balance out the flavor. So we're going to add just 1/4 of a teaspoon of this. Okay, we'll go ahead and stir that up. Stirring this up helps get oxygen into the juice, and that will help your yeast at the start too. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and add our chocolate mixture to it here. And we're going to just keep stirring it as we add it slowly. So now we got our 1 gallon carboy and it's all been sanitized in our sanitized funnel. We're going to go ahead and dump this mixture into there. Where's our spoon here? And we'll just dump that mixture in there. And then we'll see how much more juice we need to add to it once we get this all in there. And then you got some leftover little chunks there. We'll rinse that out with some more juice here. We'll just dump that in there to kind of rinse it out. And then we'll wash that down. And get everything down in the carboy there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill it up to what they call the shoulder right here. Okay. And we still got some juice left, but let's set that aside, put that in your fridge, and don't drink it, because here in a week or so, when we rack this off, we're going to go ahead and add the rest of the juice to it to fill it the rest of the way up. I'm going to put the lid that actually comes with this bottle on it, and we're just going to shake it up really well. Make sure everything's mixed together really good. We'll do that for a couple minutes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got it shaken up really well now, and we've got our hydrometer and our turkey baster or wine thief. We're going to go ahead and take a sample here, and we're going to see what our reading is for our sugar level, or our SG, specific gravity. Smells really good, cherry, like cherry chocolates that you get at Christmas time. Okay, so looks like we're at 1.060, and that's a potential alcohol level of about 10%. So we're going to go ahead and add a little sugar to this, probably a 1/4 cup of sugar, and then we'll test it again. So I'll add the sugar to it, shake it up, and retest it. Okay, so we've added our sugar. We've ended up adding about 1.5 cups of sugar, and that got us at 1.083 about, which is about 11% alcohol. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that. So we got our card here. We're going to go ahead and record down our SG reading as our starting SG. Okay, I went ahead and took a temperature reading. I don't know if it'll focus in on that, but our temperature is right at about 85 degrees. So we'll go ahead and pitch our yeast. Okay, so I've got half a package of Monachie yeast that I've got left, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that in this one. So I'm just going to dump it in there. I'll give it a few minutes to kind of adjust to things, and then I'll swirl it around a little bit to kind of get it going. Okay, so just swirl it around a little bit to kind of mix your yeast in. My my bung and airlock here. We'll just slip that onto the carboy. We got sanitizer in the airlock, and I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. Kind of like a chocolatey water type thing is kind of what it looks like. Now we're just gonna hang our tag on it so we know what it is, and move it into the brew room, and I'll keep you guys updated. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and cheers.